You really create your reality because every energy around you will respond to your energy. So when you're telling someone with your energy you cannot be fucked with, they won't fuck with you because they know subconsciously. It's really the moment where you become Neo. Self-love does not mean diversity. Diversity is a part of self-love, you know, but it's not everything of it. Because self-love also includes acceptance, like I said, for what you cannot be. And that means sometimes you cannot be unhealthy for your vision. You cannot be desperate all the time. You cannot be fighting with people to be this version. So sometimes out of love, we gotta accept, okay, what we are doing, we can't do anymore to level up now. When we have acceptance for what happened, only then can we really level up. Only when we have accepted our past problems that have led to this moment, only then we can start working success-oriented. We cannot work success-oriented when we're caught up in our feelings. You really gotta resolve what has been going on by accepting it and loving on it. Can you look into the mirror and say you love yourself? Really a practice I recommend everyone, because it can feel so hard. It can feel so crazy, but still the act of looking in the mirror and telling yourself you love yourself can really redirect your path. Because you understand you're worthy in this vessel. This soul is still worthy after all that happened. You can still reprogram, you can still redirect. That's self-love. And self-love is also discernment for what is not for you. Sometimes we really gotta make space first to see what's for us. We cannot receive all the time. We also gotta give.
I think that's really the reason why the majority of people is not able to go on to the next level, to level up, because we talked about it these other days. It's not really about what you do, because no one is perfect, you know. No one lives a perfect life. Like, everyone does mistakes, or everyone eats sugar.
Everybody's collecting their experiences.
Yeah, like, it's not about being a perfect version, but it's about going towards perfection, because perfection is infinite, you know. There's no goal to it. The journey is the goal itself. And
perfection is present.
Yes.
Wholeness.
The present moment, like to be here all the time. That's the perfection. Yeah. And when I think about people are always fighting themselves, you know, they never accept themselves. People know exactly, either consciously or subconsciously, but they know that the things they are doing are not good. That's an unconscious behavior that is not healthy, that is not powerful, that is not wonderful. People be smoking cigarettes. Nobody smokes cigarettes and thinks that that's a good thing, you know. People be drinking alcohol. They know that they're doing something bad for themselves, but they're like, yeah.
They're willing to do it because of their ignorance.
Yes. And the people who really accept themselves and really accept, like, yo, I know that
I haven't gotten titty from my mom as a kid.
Yeah, like
that's why I need to suck on something all the time now.
That's the thing. Once you're conscious about it, once you really know, you know that is not forever, you know. Once I realized that, okay, my overeating behavior is not something that serves me, I started the journey to heal myself from that, you know. And it takes time. You understood
it has a timeline.
Exactly.
And it has an end.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, only through realizing that, only through this awareness, I realized that, yo, I will work on it. I don't know if it takes 5 years, 10 years, 2 years. Like, it takes time. Everything takes time. It's not about rushing and trying to heal yourself in 1 week and be free of everything. No, there's levels to the shit, you know. But there comes the real acceptance and the real self-love, because now at this point, I want to do something that I know is bad for me. I consciously choose it, you know. I say that, okay, I have the choice.
You own it. Your choice.
I can say, like, I want to do this, or I don't want to do it.
You stand on your choice.
Exactly. Nothing is controlling me. There's no behavior that is being so deep programmed within me. I just have this flexibility to choose at every situation how I want to react, what I want to do, how I want to be, you know. And there are many different varieties or opportunities or doors at that moment. For example, something triggers me. I don't immediately shout and just being under control from another entity. I'm like, okay, at this moment, I can be angry, I can be compassionate, I can be like this and this. I consciously choose how to be, because sometimes we need to be angry, you know. Sometimes we have to be like, yo, stop this. Like, to give the energy
you are consciously angry.
Exactly. sometimes it's just like, yo, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care
You're
about
not
that deep enough.
uncontrollably angry like two car drivers who are fighting over a street. They are so uncontrollably angry.
Please tell the story, man.
Yeah, so it's really common phenomena that people, they take the street, like who drives first, car drivers.
Ego is so funny.
And they will get out the car ready to like beat each other's asses. Like they will fight on the street over who should have taken the street first. Yeah, that's just a perfect prime example for being controlled by your emotions. They are not consciously wanting to act like fucking monkeys.
Because if I had the choice at that situation to get angry or to just fuck off,
and
to
let
just
them
move
go.
on, because why should I put so much at, like, we saw these dudes, there were two dudes who were on the street.
I was standing and watching because I wanted to experience this deep level of rage that I haven't expressed myself in a while. I was like, let me have my part in this.
They were so angry for nothing. And
they were so loud. They were shouting.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
And then I realized, like,
wide experience.
They are only like that because they have so much suppressed and repressed anger within them, because no human being in the world would flip out like that just because someone just parked in front of something, you know?
Over such a
like,
little
it's such a belittle nothing, you know? But they were willing to fight, man. Like, go in the cage.
The ring was open.
The cage. There was like UFC. They almost called like, I forgot the name, but still.
Jesus Christ, I was praying for both of them.
That's the thing, man. Like, people out there being controlled by so many entities.
Their souls, bless their hearts. Like, their hearts are so damaged.
Response flexibility is the term, man. If you don't have response flexibility, you're just gonna run on a program, and if I'm slick enough, I will program you to act like that because I know how to push the buttons, you know? Like, I know, okay, I press XX square and you just flip out and get out of the way, and I can just do whatever I want or buy my stuff or whatever, you know? That's the thing. That's how the people being controlled nowadays. It's through their emotions.
You are just being an observer of your emotions. That's the response flexibility. You observe the emotion, you feel it. You're like, wow, this really sucks. This was like a punch in my belly.
And you also observe the situation, you know?
Yeah.
You observe yourself.
Why did it happen?
And what should I do right now?
Yep. How should I
act? Yeah.
Literally, the emotion just being a guide.
Exactly. That's what I realized, even between us, you know. At this point, I realized that, okay, I am free, you know. I can express everything, but I don't always have to. I don't always have to.
You feel that with me.
You know how it feels like. You know that you can say something, but you don't always have to. Sometimes you don't. You just
I had to learn this shit.
Sometimes you move on, but sometimes you be like, yo, stop, or yo, you should do this. I don't like this. Whatever. Like, it's not that.
Could you please do this? You mean?
And then when you consciously choose an emotion, you also see the energy, because I see energies in people, man. I see the energy in people when I see them, that they have control or they're being controlled, because most of the people are triggered and they be like, you know?
Yeah, and afterwards they also don't stand on what happened, because they know subconsciously that wasn't them.
Yes.
They were controlled by it.
I see that in people, and when you say them like, yo, why do you act like that? They feel offended. And it's not about that.
That wasn't me.
It's not about that you're not allowed to.
That was the devil.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like you're not allowed to say something, but it's just the energy behind it. It's like, yo, you can say it like, hey, I don't like this. Could you please stop? Or you'll be like, why the fuck did you do this to me? Like,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's not about what you do, it's about the intention behind it. And often people feel that shift in energy, and they are also not able. It's like a ball. I pass the ball to you and you pass it back. Instead of I just move it to the side, be like, yo, you can fight with yourself. Like, I'm protect. This is my energy boundary, you know? I don't let anyone shout at me. I don't let anyone punch me in the face or whatever.
Absolutely. It works. And I've been moving different since I have this knowledge, is that you really create your reality, because every energy around you will respond to your energy. So when you're telling someone with your energy you cannot be fucked with, they won't fuck with you because they know subconsciously. That's really the moment where you become Neo.
Exactly.
Because you're like, okay, like what I'm doing.
The agents are shooting and you was like,
yeah, what I'm doing, the energy is responding to it. So when the agents are shooting and I'm like, all of a sudden I can do this.
These are the first steps.
Sometimes they go like,
Yeah, you get a scratch from it.
but you continue.
It's like the two scenes. I told you. Remember when we watched Matrix? I was like, "Yo, I'm at this point right now where I'm sliding from the bullets, but sometimes they still catch me." And in the end, like right now, where I am right now is like the end scene where I'm just like, "Stop," and they all just fall down. You know the end scene where you just like, no.
Yeah, that's how
no
you know,
way.
like the energy is reaching far now.
Yeah.
Like not even the person in front of you matters, but the 10 and 20 events that happened before it will determine the outcome that I would desire in this exact moment. I'm like, I want to receive some flowers today. Oh, thank you for the flowers.
There comes the art of manifestation, man.
Yeah.
Like when you create your reality, you manifest, man. You manifest, and
Yeah, you will manifest what you are. You will manifest the energy that you embody.